Only 12 miles southwest of London, standing majestically off the River Thames, is Hampton Court Palace. As one of England's most captivating palaces, it embodies centuries of royal intrigue, with layered stories of power, politics, and personal dramas that have shaped the course of British history. The history of Hampton Court Palace dates back to 1514, when Cardinal Thomas Wolsey, Chief Minister to King Henry VIII, acquired the property, in present-day East Molesey. As the king's favourite, and a most influential figure in court, he envisioned Hampton Court as a magnificent residence showcasing his wealth and high status. A home perfect enough for hosting monarchs and aristocrats from all of Europe. The Cardinal embarked on an ambitious 7-year building project, transforming the existing manor house into a lavish palace. He spared no expense, importing luxury materials and hiring skilled craftsmen to create an architectural masterpiece that was more befitting a king. The result was a magnificent red brick palace, showcasing the finest architecture in all of Renaissance England. Unfortunately for Wolsey, his tenure at Hampton Court was short-lived. After King Henry declared his love for Anne Boleyn, and sought to annul his marriage with his first wife, Wolsey failed to get Henry the okay from the Pope. It didn't take long after that, to fall out of favour with the king. In 1529, in a desperate attempt to regain the king's favour, Wolsey gifted the palace to Henry VIII. Henry, who had always fancied the palace, graciously seized it from him. However, the lavish palace was not enough to appease the angry king. He had Wolsey arrested, stripped of all of his titles, and charged with treason. The disgraced cardinal soon died of a sudden illness, barely remembered by the court. Meanwhile, Henry, who was enamoured by his new palace, wasted no time making it his own. Under his reign, Hampton Court underwent significant expansion and renovation, adding luxurious apartments, stunning gardens, and elaborate courtyards. Boasting a magnificent collection of art and tapestries, it quickly became a showcase of Tudor power, and a stage for the king's extravagant courtly life. Hosting lavish banquets, masques, hunting parties, and jousting tournaments, it was one of the most magnificent royal residences in Tudor England. Some most significant events associated with Hampton Court, during Henry's reign, were his marriage to Anne Boleyn, in addition to his dismissal of the Catholic Church, which led to the English Reformation. The palace also witnessed the tumultuous dynamics of the Tudor court, including Henry's subsequent marriages, divorces, the birth of his heirs, and political machinations. After Henry VIII's death in 1547, succeeding monarchs continued to leave their mark on Hampton Court Palace. Queen Elizabeth I made significant alterations to the palace, adding the eastern kitchens. In the 17th century, under the reign of King William III and Queen Mary II, half of the palace was extensively renovated in the Baroque style, by architect Sir Christopher Wren. In an attempt to replicate the fashionable Versailles, and bring the palace up to date, the Tudor staterooms and private apartments were demolished. They were replaced with the magnificent Fountain Court, which held private and state apartments for both the king and queen, among other fashionable features. After Mary's sudden death, King William lost interest in completing the renovation. As a result, the palace has remained a unique fusion of Tudor and Baroque since the days of William and Mary. By the mid-18th century, the royal court had largely moved to other palaces. No longer a favoured royal residence, Hampton Court Palace became a home only for grace and favour residents. These were largely aristocratic widows, who were offered free apartments in return for their husbands' services to the monarch. In 1838, Queen Victoria, recognising its historical significance, made efforts to preserve and restore Hampton Court Palace. She also opened parts of the palace to the public, allowing ordinary citizens to marvel at its stunning architecture and experience a taste of royal life. Since then, it has been a popular tourist attraction, offering a glimpse into the lives of kings, queens, and courtiers, who once walked its hallowed halls. Still owned by the reigning monarch, it is now managed by Historic Royal Palaces, a charitable foundation, who look after 6 unique royal palaces. As a visitor, you can explore the palace's opulent state apartments and historic courtyards, through guided tours led by knowledgeable staff. Alternatively, you are welcome to explore the palace at your own pace, using audio guides. On occasion, visitors can watch historical reenactments and costume performances that offer a glimpse into life at the royal court. The palace regularly hosts special exhibitions featuring rare artifacts, paintings, and interactive displays that provide deeper insights into specific events associated with Hampton Court Palace. There are also a broad range of family-friendly activities designed to engage and entertain the youngest of visitors. Surrounded by 60 acres of stunning formal gardens, and 750 acres of parkland, the grounds at Hampton Court Palace feature gorgeous displays of flowers, a maze, the largest grapevine in the world, fountains, sculptures, and so much more. Those interested in learning about the history and design of these picturesque landscapes, can choose to take an old-fashioned carriage tour around the garden. Or just simply stroll through the gardens at your own leisure. The palace also boasts several cafes and restaurants, where visitors can enjoy a meal, and a gift shop with a wide range of books and souvenirs. Throughout the year, Hampton Court Palace hosts a variety of events and festivals that gives visitors the chance to experience the palace in a festive atmosphere. Last, if you're looking to experience the real-life settings of some of your favorite period movies or dramas, you may just be able to do so, because plenty has been filmed here over the last century. Open year-round, the 500-year-old Hampton Court Palace provides a wealth of experiences for history enthusiasts, families, and tourists alike, making it a must-see destination for just about anyone.